Hi, my name's Glenn. This is Karen, my wife, and this is our bus. Hello everyone, Glenn Denman here today again, working on the bus, and today I'm working on doors. So I'm sure most of you by now have seen the door here, this red door that I've got from a gentleman in Illinois, and I was able to get this door at a pretty good price. And the only problem with this door is that when I got the door, it had a broken hinge. This hinge here was broken, not this same hinge. This is a different hinge now, but this hinge was broken right about here, and it's a cast iron hinge. And I knew it couldn't be welded, and I knew ahead of time that the hinge was broken before I ordered the door, or before I had the door shipped. So I knew I was going to have to come up with a hinge. So I had a gentleman here from a local bus charter company. He came out and he's helped me with some things on the bus. And I showed him this door that I had, and he was telling me that he has some buses that they're parting out. And so he went ahead and brought me not only a hinge for my door, but he brought me an entire door that is white, the same color as the bus. So the reason I'm putting a sedan style door on the bus is because the doors that are on the bus now, they're basically a split door. They're very practical for a bus conversion, as you can see, especially the way they open. Plus they need a lot of mechanical support. They have air cylinders and electrical things, and they're tied to the lights and some of the safety features in the bus. So for a bus conversion, obviously you just want a nice simple side hinge swinging door that you can open and close for when you're camping and things like that, and people can get in and out of the bus easy. So now I have two doors instead of one. In today's video, I'm going to be taking parts from, I'm going to evaluate both doors, see which door I want to keep, take parts from one door, put it on the other door, and hopefully I'll come up with one single door that'll work out for the bus conversion. So that's the video for today, and I hope everybody enjoys it, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I've got these two doors on the table now, and they're pretty comparable. They're both in pretty good shape. This red one here has a little bit of a ding here, which doesn't bother me. I'm not looking for perfection. And this door also has a thermal pane window. Now, the guy that gave me this other door told me that I may actually want the single pane because they've had problems with the thermal pane windows fogging up on the inside. Then the other door, the red door, has a lock in it that functions, and it's in pretty good shape. Of course, I'll have to come out of there. And the mechanism is also on the back, where this door here, the lock is gone and the metal's kind of bent here a little bit, but I can fix that. And also the mechanism on the back is gone as well. So I can take the mechanism from the red door and put it on the white door. This door here is in pretty bad shape with this rubber sort of bumper material here. It's all cracked, and it just shows signs of wear. The bottom here is all beat up. It's kind of tore up. Looks like, you know, people have run it on the ground or whatever. And then this one here is actually in really nice shape. So if I decide to switch everything to the white door, then I'll go ahead and I'll transfer this piece over. The only difference is my bus doesn't have this running along the full base of the bus. So maybe this whole piece isn't even necessary. I don't know. But once I take it off, I'll take a look at it, Maybe, you know, maybe I can just get rid of this piece and not even have it on there. I'll just have to figure that out. But one thing about these doors, if you recall in the video, the hinge here was broken. So it's a cast hinge that bolts in here and it comes over. Well, this door here has a perfectly good hinge. So it's got all the parts here. So either way, I've got a hinge out of the deal. I was quoted a price on a new hinge. It was like 180 some bucks or 75 bucks or something like that. So now I've got a good used hinge that'll work. And so I'm gonna just take a look at these doors and see what I can transfer over. Between the two doors, I should be able to come up with one good door. So I thought I'd go ahead and break into this video for a minute here, just so I could show what the inside of this door looks like. So it's got some pretty heavy duty steel corners. Of course, this is where the hinge bolts on. And then this black rubber part here is held on by these bolts here that are all just completely rusted. At least these bottom three. This top one here came out, just busted out, which I'm glad it did. It's kind of hard to get to that. And this one here came out okay. This one here is actually under this plate, and back inside there is the bolt, and it came out okay, and I'm glad it did. Otherwise I'd have to cut this plate off just to get to it. So I'd rather do this little altering of the door that I can get away with. So another thing I noticed here too is this black rubber piece on the bottom covers these vent holes, or I don't know what the holes are there for. These three bolts here I'm going to have to chop out or cut out with the cutoff wheel to get that rubber piece off. And once that rubber piece is off, then I can get to the bolts that hold the hinge in place. But I do want to change this rubber piece at least. But I really want to be able to take both doors apart and just see which door has the better parts. Another thing about this door too is it's very poorly insulated. Now, obviously the glass part here, this part here is a single pane on both doors. I find it kind of odd that that door would have a double pane and then a single pane, and this door has a single pane and a single pane. It seems like if you're going to have double pane on one window, you may as well have it on both, but that doesn't, that's simply not the case. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, and we'll get back to the time warp video. Okay, so I think I decided what I'm going to do here. I'm going to keep this red door, even though it's a different color, because of several things. First of all, the door is overall in better condition. Second of all, it has the thermal pane glass. Strange that they would have thermal pane at the top and no thermal pane down here. But this way, at least with the other door, I have 2 pieces of glass for the top, 2 pieces of glass for the bottom. This one here has quite a bit of rust. This rubber piece looks like it's almost new. I mean, the bolts are shiny. This door, the gasket here is in almost perfect condition. This other door, the gasket here, as you can see here, is all busted, full of holes, rotted, corroded. So I've just decided to keep the red door. I don't care if it's red. I can paint it white. This one here, the lock's in good shape. Now, I'll be installing a new lock on here anyway that'll be more for a daily functioning lock. But that kind of stuff I enjoy doing anyway, customizing that kind of thing. Another thing too, one more thing on this, is this rubber piece where it goes on here, it has this metal piece here, just like over here, that a short one and a long one, and it looks like that would slide into this slot here on the back, but it really doesn't for some reason. So if you look at the profile here, it just doesn't fit in there. So I'm thinking that this had some kind of a metal, like a T-shaped piece that would slide in. It would come down and over that way so that it would hook into this piece. That's the only thing that makes sense, because even if I could get that to barely hook in there, it would just pop out after a while. So I'm thinking that there's a piece missing here, and so I'll see if I'm going to try to find that piece if I have to get a new one or whatever. So between the 2 doors, I came out okay. I at least got a hinge. I got spare windows. I needed a hinge. So between the 2 doors, I'm going to use this one, and I think it's going to work out okay. So that's the conclusion of that. I'll be making a video here pretty quick on installing the door, and that'll be kind of fun. The door gasket itself, I believe, is going to be different. This door is actually thicker than the door that's on the bus now, and so I'm thinking that the gasket assembly in here is going to be different as well. So if I have to get new gasket assembly, I'll do that, but in the meantime, I can get this door installed and have a good functioning what they call a sedan door. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy the videos, and this is just another project in the works of working toward having a bus converted to an RV. So take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching.